I'm Linda Peterson, Mayor of Shawnee, and I've been mayor for 3 years now. Well, on February 14th, the voters have an opportunity to increase jobs, improve public safety, and also improve our infrastructure. And the city commissioners voted unanimously to bring this to a vote of the people, to ask the people what their ideas were for where Shawnee needs to go in the future. They can go to the city's website, shawneeok.org, or they can go to yesforprogress.org and get information about the 5 propositions that we have for the vote on February 14th. The propositions are divided into 2 funding streams. One is sales tax and one is property tax. On the sales tax side, it will cost a ½ cent for 10 years. And on the property tax side, it'll be about $9 a month is the average for 10 to 15 years. The City Commission has been working for 3 years to come up with all the ideas and all the needs and improvements that we have in our city. And through input from the staff, input through citizens, master plans that we have on things like the trails and the roads and the comprehensive plan, all those things have been looked at to be able to prioritize what these projects will be. One of the things that the Commission considered when they looked at what propositions to bring for the people to vote on was what are some of the things that will actually be an investment of our dollars, so that we're not just increasing taxes or increasing sales tax to support the current services that we have, but what are some things that can cause those services to grow? What can cause our city to grow and therefore our revenue streams to grow and actually be able to have more money to do some of the things in the future? The schools have their portion of ad valorem tax, which is property tax, which is separate than this property tax that we're talking about. It doesn't affect theirs, it doesn't cut into theirs, it doesn't reduce the amount that they're able to ask the voters for their improvements. So while it is property tax, it is not the school's property tax. So they should be able to continue to have property tax available to them to do the capital improvements that they need to do. The Commission decided to move forward with the full design of the park, to not only build a half of a park, so that we would get the full benefit of a full park. The economic study did not, we didn't propose a half of a park. We don't think that it's a wise investment of taxpayers' dollars to only build a half and not be able to have any kind of return and pay for itself and pay for operations, that we need the full park to get the full impact of what we're looking for as that being an economic driver also, as well as being a place that all of the citizens and all of the kids can go to at any time. But yeah, it's important to build a full park, just like you would build a full business. You wouldn't have just a half a business with a half of a business plan. During the operations of the park for things like tournaments and events, there's usually fees to be a part of that, and those fees cover the operations of those events. So things like umpires or referees and all the other things that you would need to put on an event would be paid for with that. The other thing is that the park has concession areas in it, and so that's another thing that can be a revenue stream for the park. So there are other things that the money is brought in, not just the outsiders outside of our community coming into the park and eating here, dining here, spending the night here, those kinds of dollars that do turn in our community. So there's the immediate revenue from the events that are on site, and then it's from the visitors going to the other retail establishments that we have here and spending their dollars. So it's both. It's both of those things. I would just like to ask ask all the voters in Shawnee to please vote on February 14th. It's very critical that we hear from them, and this is not a spectator sport. We really need their input, and it's extremely vital that they come to the polls and vote on February 14th, and of course, vote yes.